Bossa Nova, friends. It's me, Colonel Failure, and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Last time we were here, we did quite a lot of flattening, which was riveting to watch. And then we built this farmland area. And we've got ourselves a farm, which is probably just as well. And then we've got a bit of storage for the farm. So we've got a silo, which is linked to the warehouse. The warehouse is linked to the slaughterhouse. It's over. Right, crops, cows, booze. You will come across few channels with as erudite commentary as that, friends. Right, so today we're going to get this working. So if we go to our factory here, we ain't got any mechanisms at the moment. We do need some fields, which we won't have until we actually build some fields. I thought we could build fields from the farm, but we can't. Big field, medium field, small field, big field. Why would you want anything else? Why would you go for a less? Oh, I suppose if you've got less space to play with, then that might be the way you decide to roll it. Needs to flatten the terrain. Oh, hold on, big field. The big field can apparently make that work. Now that is a bit of a hike away from farming central, but that's okay. If we put our largest field out here, I don't want to interfere. You can see the transformer there. I want to still keep that open just in case I need to use it later. Right, big field, done. Right, flip it around. Can we get another one in? If you would have a facing field there, that'd be delightful. Even though you're on the wrong elevation. What about if we keep spinning it around? Maybe we're going to have to switch for some medium fields. I think medium fields may be the way to roll here anyway, because it means that you'll only be harvesting a small amount at once. Yes, hello there, autosave. One in there, and okay. Well, we went from having an idea of doing this in a very orderly fashion into what we have now, which is not that. No, that's not going to work. Give me the hello team. Do some active on this, would you? Get some performance out of it. Turn it into a marvel of smooth technology. Activate the active speed there. And in fact, if we just went over there, then it will take down the periphery a little faster because the rest of it's done. I mean, okay, it's only a little faster. You did indicate from your intro there that you felt that smoothing was not the most compelling of video entertainment for people. Yeah, I know, but they haven't noticed yet. We're still within the window where smoothing is a fresh development to the episode, and therefore they've not gone, this is a very formulaic kind of approach to things. Is you spend half the episode smoothing something out, you half build something and go, oh, I'll do the next bit next time, and because you've got nowhere better to be, you'll tune in for that. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Look, I'm going to just do this bit down here, and then that'll probably be enough. Maybe this bit over here, maybe that bit too, and a bit further this way, and just. What this needs is a brute force, but what I need is more diggers. And let's have a look. Well, you saw how fast that was going. Look, we're going to do this as an experiment. They're all going to go and reduce. Are we full? No, we've got 3 spots left. So let's buy some new vehicles and or mechanisms. 1, 2, 3. Kapow. Right, that's Max Dozer right there. Hello, Max. So let's see if running with Max Dozer. Obviously, we've got a couple of diggers in because you have to have them. Otherwise, the digger union get onto you and they go, no, yeah, you're underrepresenting the digger crews in your work. Okay, I think that is a little faster. Not so much as I would go, oh, it's like a summer breeze in terms of how fast we are now digging. No, it's not like a summer breeze at all. It's like a gentle whiff in an elevator. A whiff of what? Use your imagination. Right, okay, that'll do. Right, can we get a big field in there? It'd be nice if we could. Oh, we can. Yeah, okay, big field. I want the big field about there, and then I want one more medium field, but I'm not prepared to smooth in order to get it. That will do. Now, you may go, what's with the kind of road alignment you've gone for there? To which I say, well, ha 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 ha, because, you know, I haven't got a good answer to you. That's all good. Crops, yeah. Do I not need to pay for this? Guess not. All right, let's put in some roads. That's railways, not the same thing. No, the reason that I've laid them out this way is so that my tractors and so forth don't end up using the main road to get about. Now they might go, oh, no, I'm not driving my tractor on gravel. No, we shall drive on Tarmacadon, for that is the way of the future. And I'll go, you'll drive on whatever you're given there, pal. Right, could do that. Come back down here. Thank you, Tooltip. You can go now. I haven't read you, so it's your own time you're wasting. Do that onto there, and then do this one onto here. Right. And then you see you do one road connecting all of that up to the main shebang, which obviously comes at the crossroads here. Now, we will put a speedier road on there. We'll make it the only connection, and then they have to use it. See? There. Well, witness the logic in the process of the things. And we will also build ourselves a gas station here as well. We'll make it off the main drag. That way our workforce have an easy refueling joint in between where they come from and where they need to get to. Cool. Now then, what have we ended up with? 2 bigs and 2 mediums. Now, I'll pepper the area with smalls if it feels like I need a little bit more going on here. But let's go to the mechanism farm. Harvesters. Well, I think 2 will probably be enough. Let's go with... How many slots have you got here? 12. Okay. All right. So, let's go with 1, 2 of those to start with. 2 of these to start with. Basically, I don't want to come back. So we're going to try and buy everything in one go. And then I think that's possibly overkill. Yeah, but what's wrong with overkill? Hold on, I'm perusing the options. So that's 5.6 tons. This one does a mighty 10 tons of action, 62 kilometers an hour. I'd rather have speed at the moment. 9.6, 70 kilometers an hour is the... Oh, wait, hold on. This carries next to nothing, but does 90 kilometers an hour. There's not an awful lot in it, though, is there? We'll take this one, and we'll go with a pair of those. No, we'll go with 3. And then, what does that leave us? 5. 1 more harvester, 2 more harvesters, and 2 more tractors. Right, we'll see where that gets us. That leaves me 1 available to be used later. And here go the crew at warp speed. I'm a tractor driver. Well, you're not, though, are you? Because you're being piloted by remote control. Yuri is there in the top of the conning tower, handing you instructions. Right, now then, next job. Let's get some workers here, shall we? So you know, back to business as usual. Building another town. Should we keep these people happy or less so? You only get... Is that 112 or 12? Because if it's 12, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit disenthused to offer it up. What about that one? 43. Because the 12 is a little... It does look like 12, doesn't it? But the 1 could be hiding in that chap's leg. 12 feels a little low, though, doesn't it? Is there another one? I'm looking to see if there's anything that compares to that in terms of capacity. Not so as you'd notice. All right, okay, right. Well, we'll go with these cheap flats here because you know they're nice. I'm hoping, given the amount of smoothing I've done here, that we can get a heck of a lot of workers in. And yep, yes, right. And I don't know, where else can we slot this in? The distillery is obviously going to need some people. I'm going to give the distillery a slightly bigger building to play with because it's very important that we distill a lot. Booze is kind of essential to the well-being of my people. Alright, okay. Right, what does that take us to? How much do these get in? 97. So we'll call it 100 a throw. These ones we'll call 30 a go. Really? Why did I build them? So that's 60 plus whatever that is. 300. So 360. More. Ooh, demanding. Let's go with a big block of prefabricated flats. And get it as close to the road as we can get it. About there. Nice. Now, I think we're probably going to need a new hospital out here. Just, brace yourself for that as a piece of extra construction that we're going to be working on. I do have all of this area out here that I can stick stuff on. The real trick is going to be making sure that people can reach amenities. And I haven't given that any thought at all. I know I'm sure I'll surprise you. But I'm fairly certain we'll be grand. Right, another one there. Any more? Yeah, I want to stick one in here somewhere, but we'll go a little bit further down and see how we get on with that. Okay, now what are you powering there, substation? You're not powering up those more remote blocks, so we're going to want to set up separate power for that. That's okay. We can make that work. But let's get the fundamentals in before we do that. Let's, I'll tell you what else. I'm going to give you a shopping centre. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling generous. There we go. 90 grand. I exaggerate. It's 85 grand. Oh, hold on. I've got a warehouse there. Yeah, but your warehouse is just not configured for this kind of operation at all. All right, shopping centre. Yeah, don't mess around. Get them everything in one go. You can have a cinema because you need the culture. You swine. And hold on, where's the road? There's the road. All right, connect the road to the road. That would be good. Yeah, bang that in. Football, obviously. Football is essential. That can sit right in the middle. Pub, yes. Pub can sit over here. No, wait. Think schooling. Where are you putting your schooling? Possibly over the other side of the train tracks. Yeah. No. Look, I've seen Stand By Me a few times, and the adventures that small children have on train tracks is not something I would want to deprive anybody of. Put a pub in there. Good. And then schooling, education. You want your kindergarten. What about over here? Don't you think that would be better? I think it might be a little bit far away for some of the more remote buildings, but okay, go on in. Yeah, kindergarten, and then a bit of school. This is taking shape quite nicely. The power outage signs, if you didn't watch last time, the power outage signs are basically that I haven't powered up my train track yet. But the train track is largely placeholder for the time being until I, think it through at all. I'll tell you what, actually, this is laid out quite nicely. I said a couple of episodes I was going to deliberately lay one town area out reasonably well, and I think I've accidentally done that. Well, there you go. So we'll change that from being accidental into being deliberate then. Yeah, so I've deliberately laid this one out in as effective a way as possible. Be quiet. Yes, I have. I'll even put a fire station in. Yeah, that's how much agriculture means to me. And then should we give them a hospital? Yeah, we'll give them a hospital as well. Yeah, all of the emergency services, apart from police, because they don't need it, because everyone's very well behaved. Right, that's that lot. I need to power up this wing of town here. It's looking all right. It's looking all right. The ploughing is a little slow going, but it doesn't look like you can multi-tractor. So 4 is absolutely the right number. In fact, 4 is probably one more than is needed, because later on, of course, they'll be harvested separately. But that's not a deal breaker. Right, sort out the electricity. Yeah, I know. Sorting out electricity is quite tedious, but, it's got to be done. Continue the main power grid, or do we want to spin off another line from the transformer there? Well, I think we should spin off another line from the transformer. Okay, only if this works. And it does. Alright, that's good. Yeah. Yes. Alright. And then run that down here. Now, you want to get as close to the cinema as possible so that you don't interfere with your farm access road, because that's going to be needed, possibly, if we decide that there is a requirement to expand further. Can we get a substation in about here? This would be good. Yep. Yeah. No. That's going to work fine. All right. And then medium power line onto there, and that should be everyone juiced. Who are you juicing? Everyone. Groovy. Okay, then we are in business here. Now, obviously, there's not a lot going to be going on until first harvest, but we will be able to get a measure of who's working where and where we need a bit more in terms of workers. Yes, that's what we're going to be able to work out. Now then, for the next trick here, we're going to try and work a footpath up the back that allows everyone relatively simple access to all of the different amenity buildings. Would you call them amenity buildings? I mean, I know you call them amenities generally in the plural sense, but why are your snap points so inflexible? That's all right. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Run that down there like this, and then that gives us the opportunity to do something like, look again. Why don't you just? I know if I had the wireframe on, I'd be able to see exactly where things are likely to end up, but I don't have the wireframe on, so I can't. That's close enough, I suppose. Right. Okay. Now what? Well, now we'll run a similar, because I like that idea actually. Where do you want to snap to? Not that middle point. No. Look, there's a flipping great space in the middle. Look, there. Yes, that one. All right, cancel. Thank you. All right, how about there? That was it. You had it. Everything you were doing there was correct, right up to the point that it wasn't. There you are. Yeah, go on. Just about there. We've put a bit of a bend in the path there, but it's within tolerance. Can we get a... We can't get a crossing in there. Oh, that's annoying. All right, well, you run with what you've got. We'll go across the train track like so, and then put a crossing in there. This one needs to link to a crossing. Oh, for pity's sake. Just do that, and then a straight line. That's it, there. Oh, now you're thinking. There's a bit more. Some of this. Yep, that's good too. Hook these together, despite the fact that only provides access from one building to the next. Put that one on the line there. Now, the only thing that's disappointing is I can't do that. Oh, go on, put a flipping crossing in there. No? All right, okay. All right, well, what else do we need to connect here? We've got the cinema needs to be unified with things. Oh, we haven't got the football pitch connected. Go on. No, it's too close. Well, then it shouldn't be a problem then, should it? All right, well, we'll run you up this way. We'll run you out down here. That's not maybe as attractive as I'd hoped. Can we... No, you see, now you've built a right... Oh, hold on. In which case, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that one, and we'll get rid of this one instead. We'll run you down the back of here. And we'll have I'll probably bang a statue in or something like that. Connect up. Close enough, I suppose. Anything else? Yes, connect those two so that they're neighbours. Do that. There isn't a building in the way. You're wrong. There's a path. That's it. Same deal here. Now, I'm pretty certain these guys can get out the back door, but you never know how stupid people are. So maximum pathing is the only way to have any sense that you might possibly have got this right. If I stick that one on there, and then that one on there as well, it almost looks intentional. Go on, you'll fit through there. That's it. Stick that up onto... Oh, so close. The substation is just in the way. Alright, go on. Yeah, about there. Yeah, and then like that. Okay, good. Next. Keep it coming. This is all looking ish. No, just look, you had the startings of a right angle there, but you didn't quite execute it perfectly. Run that over to the cinema, run this over to here, run that up to there. Yeah, no, see, now we're talking. Yep, and then you over there, that's it. Alright, okay, now what am I missing? Probably a further connection to the shopping centre. Well, that's easily done. Right, and we'll probably take one down there as well. Because obviously the shopping centre is the big bit. And I don't just mean physically, it's the big bit in terms of the level of satisfaction that is derived from having a successful shopping experience. We'll run this all the way down the back. You better connect onto there without a fuss. You did. Well done. And that, yeah, and this. See, look. The second you build it, you know when you've achieved a modicum of success with path making, is that the second you finish the path, people go, yay, let's walk it. And then they walk down the path. It's a shopping centre, big draw. What about... I don't think we'll get that in there. I think the power lines are in the way. So you'll need one front side instead then. Blech. Okay, try it again. Yeah, no. Nope. And again. It's close, but no. Can we go from here? There you are. That's it. It was sort of. Do a bit like that. Hook you onto here like this. Okay, now the only thing I think I'm probably missing is the kindergarten, and that's only because I can't remember where I put it. Oh yes, I can. Oh yes, I can. All right. Well, if we do that, that's a start. Thank you, autosave. And then, ooh, I don't know. All right. Well, start with this. No, hold on. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that this isn't a good placement for it. But we'll start with that, and then at least there's some connectivity going on. I think the kindergarten is far too far out of the way, especially since this path doesn't actually connect to anything. So if we were to run all the way down to... Oh, I tell you what, we'll run all the way up from hospital. All right, like that. Then we'll path onto there. Anyone? Not yet. Wait for it, though. I think you're onto something. You think I'm on something? Onto something. All right. Well, look, that's given them access to hospital. Kindergarten is now walkable if they choose to. If we stick that there, then it's walkable if they choose to. The question is, I might need another kindergarten at the other end of town. So what have we got here? I'm going to need another kindergarten at the other end of town, and that's the school. What have you got? Again, we're going to need one of each more. That's a bit of a drag. But it's going to be worth it. I can always pack this whole area out with far more workers in order to get the results we want. Right, who's working here? Nothing but vehicles. Oh, hold on. Assign the... Doesn't it auto... Yeah, it has. It's auto-signed the connections. So the two medium fields are growing away merrily. The two big fields are still in the progress of being sowed. That said, how many tractors are they rocking? Still just one tractor. If it were to multi-tractor, that would make sense. But, you know, they'll get over it. Right. Construct... Hold on. No. Before we start building something else, what sort of catchment has the cinema got? Not great. Yeah, and I think we've probably hit a hard limit there on where people are prepared to walk. If I could get a path... I don't know if you can path over the connection that is thus. Can you? No. No, you can't. Pity, because that would have possibly narrowed things up a little, but it didn't. So there's no sense in crying into our beer about it. Right, one more kindergarten, which will fit in very nicely here if it decides to play ball. If it doesn't decide to play ball, then it won't fit in nicely here, will it? Go on, here you go. Right, so that will handle that end of town for kindergarten, and then high school at this end. I say high school, it's just a school. Actually, I'm changing up my scheme. Hold on. You've got that. You're going to need to get rid of that bit of path. That's no big loss. Right. Run the road down here, because for some reason you'd started building that, and it's not a terrible idea. You run up there, and then we'll build another one up here. Right. I'll tell you something else. You continue your mission over to the other side of the train track, and then we'll do another connection like that. Okay. Not entirely straight, but that's perspective. Yeah. That's what it is. Did you actually build a school? No, I decided that building a whole bunch of roads was more fun. If that's what you do for fun, Chief, then you carry on. All right, okay. Yes? Yeah, you've got a couple of footpath opportunities there. You might as well connect that onto there. And then get a school. I think I'm going to need a few more housing developments here in order to make this fly. But we'll see what we see. Give me a... no, I don't like any of this. How about here? That would be great for connectivity. I can remove the path if you need the space. Right, okay, fine. Gently. All right, once more with feeling. There you go. Line it up with the hospital. That way, anybody who has a playground-based incident can quickly go and get their woes sorted. There we are. That's a dedicated school back door into hospital there. And that's why parents fight so hard to get their younglings into this establishment. Yeah, go on then. And this one? Yeah, all right. Have you now given up on doing this well? That's still done well. Couple of trees, no one will notice. It'll be fine. You do want to squeak that round there. That. I wasn't expecting that to work, but it did. So that's all good. Right. I think that's possibly done it. Right. School connections, good. Excellent. And then obviously you've got the kindergarten here. Connections also good. And then at the other end, kindergarten, you're going to want... Oh, no, wait. You're okay. It's all right. But I want to put a bit of path in anyway, just to make sure that we've got it covered properly. Or as close as I get to properly. If I whip that up there... Right, and then we do that. And then we do this. Then that gives a little bit more access. It's all about the volume of access that you're offering, the different routes between housing and whatever amenity it is that you're trying to work with, in order to create any level of effectiveness. This is not connected up to anything useful, so we'll do that too. Although all you've done there, what is that? Is that the slaughterhouse? Yes, we've connected the slaughterhouse up to the school. I'm not making a political statement with that. You can infer whatever you wish from that, but I'm not saying anything. Not without my solicitor. Right, let's... run that down there. And then across here. And then you've got just one more connected option to make that work. I think this is about as good as it gets. What we could do, however, is put probably another, 4 or 5 housing developments up here. Should we do that then? Okay then. Right, flats, brick. They're terrible. Yes, but they have all the amenities. But it's still terrible. 77%, nobody in their right mind is going to live in there unless I force them to. Just as well I can force them to then, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, do it. Yeah, everyone complained last time that I didn't have enough variety in my buildings, so let's do it this time. Smooth that out. Yeah, and place them. There we are. A few more paths in there, but you get 174 people in that one, so that's, you know, well worth the price of admission. And have I got any space open for one of these? Yeah, you've got space for months down here. All right, well, let's place it in then. I don't know if we've got any kind of access to work from here or not. I would assume that we have, at least in a service building kind of capacity. I love how you've done that in a straight line. Oh, you're so critical. Right, yeah, do that and then this. There's a building in the way. No, there isn't. Same again. I don't think this one's going to work, so let's not even bother trying. We'll route that around the corner of there and hook it on like that. All right, good. That will do it. What's the old farming situation look like here? Where did I leave the farm? It's this big farm-looking dude. Okay. Right, we're coming up on harvest for our first 2 fields, which is going to be good because things will then occur. And then I don't know what else to tell you. Should probably place a couple more small fields. I'm not joking. I think we probably should. I think having any farm machinery sitting around doing nothing doesn't do me any favours. So if that will fit in there, which it does, let's do it. Yeah, plop that one in. Because at the moment we've just got tractors that sat around going, I am a tractor. I am not currently engaged in anything productive. I see. Not satisfied with one, you're going to build a bunch of them, are you? Too right I am. Tractors are life. Life for the tractor god. There's a tractor god too. Oh, don't you know it. And flatten. Yep. Okay, and then keep going. 2 there. Bit further. Too much climb or descent at the sides. Oh, okay. We'll get rid of the end bit. Can you connect up to this one? The turn is too sharp. Okay. How about now? No, that's a turn. It's not a turn, though, is it? That's a straight line. Look at it. Look, it's pretty much exactly straight. You are testing my patience. Why? Why would you try and do it like that rather than just do a straight ruddy line? Come here. To there, and then... Oh no, it's turned too sharp. Then you are not a true corner. Right, try it again. Get around. Too sharp a turn. I'm going to hurt you. Right, do that. Okay, I will relay all of this flipping gravel in order to just appease one stupid bit of road. And there we go. I'm not even complaining about the game. It's just the road is stupid. It has a personality, and that personality is one of stupidity. Go around there. Go on. If this is the only way you're going to do it, then practicalities come first. There you go. Right. That's all that lot connected. Not well, but they are connected. Can I get a bit of road down here? That'd be nice. Too much climb or descent at the sides. I'll show you what descent looks like, mate. Right, there you go. I've been Colonel Failure. That's your lot. Next time around, I think we're going to look at train track. I mean, you know, I can keep poking this around for quite a bit, but I've got it operational now. In theory, we're still waiting on first harvest. Obviously, tractors rolling out. We've yet to see a harvester rolling out. We've yet to remember where we parked it in the first place. Are they in they're in a shed, just to spoil your potential of looking at them. Which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, do the things, you know? Yeah, okay. Can you do that for me? Thank you. And then next time, etc. Cheerio. Well, frankly, that intro wasn't much to write home about, but when it comes down to it, crops, cows, booze, nailed it. Yes, okay, here's the one thing that's missing. Food. Yeah, we don't actually ever turn crops into food. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I had a poke around immediately after recording this, but in fact, as soon as I realised it, I went, can I make that work? Answer, yes, I can. It's flipping ugly, but I can make it work by linking it up to the warehouse. So I've put the foundations in for that, and you can see that at the start of okay, sure, why not? Finished in the way that you started.